Yes. Okay. Hello. We are back with a little bit of Blasphemous. Um, we are back with well, the last thing we have to do for Blasphemous, and that is to clear all of these challenges, bosses, and after we're done with those, we're gonna be completing the true ending of Blasphemous. We will acquire all the all the endings of Blasphemous. Um, the true, the false, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I guess. Um, hello. I had weird day, I guess. Um, probably pink one. Where? There it is. Another weird day. I keep sleeping late. Not simply like late. Like I'll fall asleep at like 4, wake up at 6. 6 in the afternoon, and it's like not good. Today it was 5, which is still not good. It's still kind of bad. Um, it's earlier than 6, but you know. Okay. Um, One thing that I was thinking about today, as I was spending my time. I mean, I still do like my German lessons, trying to be like in the minimum some sort of productiveness, but like it's not a lot. Um, it's not enough, I would say. Um, is the challenge just like longer, or am I crazy? No, but whoop. So one thing that I found out literally today is that Medici still exists. I'm like, what? If you don't know, Medici used to be a banking family in Florence, and they still exist. And that really was like that really surprised me, because I was like, how? Like they're from 13th century. They used to be they used to be like a powerful family in 13th. You're saying that like in no point in time in Florence did like anybody kills them? Like, that is crazy to me. Like that's legitimately like insane for me, because like that's not simply like because like, oh, old money, like boohoo lords still exist technically, but the fact that like they like survived so many like years being a banking family, I thought it feels slightly unbelievable, because the idea that like somebody could exist from like 13th century and like still exist. That is fucking insane. Yeah, I mean, like, isn't it crazy the idea that like Medici are like a historical family, like old as fucking hell. Like you think Rothschild is old or something? Like no. Medici is fucking. It's been there when Leonardo da Vinci existed. It's been there when wasn't it in fucking Divine Comedy like the Dante wrote like about Medici as well? Like it's crazy. Like they saw the deaths of multiple popes. Come on. They saw deaths of multiple popes. They had seen wars, the number of which, you know, stopped counting. Like literally, I'm pretty sure by this point, like they saw like every single war. Okay. And they still exist. That's crazy. And still, obviously, I think rich. I'm pretty sure. Unless there's something to contradict my sources, I'm pretty sure they're still rich. Which is crazy. Like, by all accounts, I expected them to, like, be just historical family and, like, not exist right now as we speak, you know? Like, the idea that I can encounter somebody with, like, the Medici title in my lifetime. Like, I can just walk and, like, I meet Shorty and like, she's like, and I go, like, hey, Shorty, what's your name? She's like, Medici. And I'll go, no. The fuck do you mean, Medici? Like, that's fucking crazy, you know? Is it quicker to just... Might be quicker to just teleport, I guess. Fuck. Fucking leave. You know what? Fuck you. Here we go. Second one. Number 3. Bastards. So we're gonna be finishing up the game. I think like today's the day we finishing up the game. James is almost finished. Wait, is there any dialogue from this guy?
The visit at times, during the most profound silences, you can hear the gold melting within the rock.
No, I think it's the same dialogue. I'm not gonna deal with this guy. Good. I'm good. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it was kind of hard to do these challenges in the like with like the health fucked. Fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch. Okay, come here, you bitch. Well. Oh, okay, that was a waste. Good. Son of a bitch. Don't gang up on me right now, come on. Oh, watched Twilight Zone, which I know, like, I'm really like grasping at the. I'm really watching only the modern day hits, I would say, but fuck. I'm really watching only modern day hits, but I watched Twilight Zone, and well, number one, pretty good. It's like 30 minutes. Shit. Fuck. It's like 30 minutes per episode. And the one I watched, I only watched one episode, but the episode I watched was He's Alive. And the premise of the episode is that there's a youth group movement of essentially neo-Nazis. Well, not exactly neo-Nazis. Well, number one, they can't do like the swastika because it's TV. Like, so they do like some different symbol, but it's like a guy holding a torch and a lightning going through the torch. And it's not a neo-Nazi because like Nazism literally just stopped it. Like the episode came out when Nazism was still like just finished. Like World War just finished. Oh. So the protagonist kind of because here's the thing, it's an interesting part about Twilight Zone, I think, is that protagonists are not always good. Like clear protagonist, clear person who like drives the plot forward is like in a lot of other media there would be like think about like horror stories, right? Like you would have like a protagonist and they would be like I did nothing wrong, and then suddenly stab in a dick Jack showed up and he stabbed me in the dick, and I was like, that's fucking rude, isn't it? But Twilight Zone protagonists are always like in some sort of like weird, like this, they're in a weird situation for different reasons, and it's often because they kind of deserve it, I guess. That's the best way I can say it. At least I think they deserve it. In this case, the protagonist of the story is a leader of this new Nazi group. And he's I mean, it's in black and white, but I assumed he was like a blonde, blue-eyed guy because his eyes kind of light in the black and white, and his hair is also pretty light. So you have this blonde, blue-eyed guy leading a new Nazi movement in America, and he's struggling with his speeches because, oh boy, people don't like Nazis very much. Okay, and he's like peddling his like hate about the well, mostly the immigrants and the black people. As he's peddling his hate about immigrants and black people, people just don't take him seriously. Like, as he's what's it called? As he's trying to fear monger over like them coming in and like sitting on your porch dating your daughter. People are just like, the only person sitting on my porch right now is you peddling all of this bullshit. Okay. And the protagonist is very distraught about it. He's like, why don't they understand? All I'm trying is to help them fearing the blacks. And he eventually gets beat up. And even the cops show up and like, hey, stop the fighting, stop beating him up. Are you okay, champ? And then they're like, you dropped this, and they like hold his his armband, and then they just drop it on the floor, and he's like, I'm just trying to help you guys. You will one day you will see how I was right and you were wrong. Okay, like one day you will be begging on your knees to forgive, begging me on your knees for forgiveness. And well, number one, it clearly paints him as like as the fact that he's not like most Nazis. He's not doing it for like an actual ideological, for an actual ideology, as much as he says that like he's just trying to help them. It's really all about feeling of power and control, about the fact that he does not get power and control in his life, and so he, in order to satiate that desire, he tries to scare people about their circumstances, and he tries to scare people about their circumstances and capitalize on that fear by asking them to surrender their control to him, control of their lives to him. Anyway, so after he gets beat up, I guess I'm just gonna be talking about the episode. After the neo-Nazi guy gets beat up, he goes to another guy's apartment, and you think gay? Not exactly. Well, at least I was like, damn, that's kind of like interesting undertones. But like, no, he goes to an old guy apartment, and the old guy is actually Jewish, and the old guy still welcomes him in. He's like, do you need a place to stay? He's like, yes, please, if you can let me a couch. Do you need go wash up in the sink the blood? He's like, do you need some water? And like the guy says like, I need something stronger. Will you take wine? He's like, yeah, thank you. And then the guy drinks wine pretty greedily, and the Jewish guy is like, it's not medicine, don't it's not whiskey, don't gulp it down that way. Essentially through the dialogue, it is disclosed to us that our neo-Nazi leader was in abusive home situation. His mom didn't pay attention to him. His father would beat him senseless, And for a long time, the only way, the only solace, the only retrieve that he was ever getting was by visiting this old man who is Jewish and who actually uh, uh, went through Second World War, and he is from Germany, and he saw during Second World War the things that Nazis did. Okay. And so he was finding comfort in this man, and he describes him as a father. Even so, for me, I still could not let go of the idea that he was kind of like more of like gayish accomplice. I would because you could here's the thing, in that specific episode you could kind of make him gay and it would not lose it, but okay, he's like a father figure that the boy never had. um and um and he says like, yeah, and even now I only see you as that boy crying on my doorstep because his father beat him or stuff like that, you know. um and Essentially the protagonist goes like, well, can't you see, I'm not saying this, it's not like I don't hate you, I just have like ideas, political ideas, and we may disagree on those political ideas, but we're still friends, right? And the old Jewish guy goes like, well, I also met people who said this all was just ideas that they were saying, but then it led my family to concentration camp, you know. um and so, by the way, it's very similar, like, I guess it's very topical, but it's similar um to right now when you have all these right-wing groups, and they like, well, we're not hating you guys, we're just disagreeing on ideas, and our ideas is that we should supposed to put and our ideas is that we want to put you in a concentration camp. Okay, like, so it's like it's always the thing about the fact that people want to present ideas that are unpopular, but they're like, it's just my point of view. Like, they always want to spew hate, like it's just an unpopular idea. Like I'll be like, hey, you know what? I don't like pears. In my opinion, pears fucking suck. I hate them. And then you have like a right-wing person, and they're like, well, you know what? I don't like pears, and that's why I think Jews should be in concentration camps. You know, it's like that's how it essentially works. Like they try to paint it as like just a disagreement, but it's like always leads to like one outcome, and in this way, like, yeah, the premise of this movie, this like short film, I don't know, it's like 30 minutes. It's I miss when like episodes of something were 30 minutes. The premise is essentially that he just sees it, that like, we're just disagreeing, but then what happens then is that suddenly during one of his suddenly the young guy, wait, okay, suddenly our young guy wakes up in the middle of the night, and he sees a guy out the window, and he's like, who's this guy out the window? And I wonder, wait, does it have? I assumed after you found all the relics, it just wouldn't let you in, right? No. Like, did we never find all the relics? No, he doesn't let you talk to him anymore. Okay, that makes sense. So suddenly, like, a guy appears, and he's like clouded in shadow, but I pretty quickly guessed that, yeah, the guy who's speaking to him is like straight up Hitler. Like not even like it's not a euphemism. It's not that the euphemism, it's not a exaggeration, it's just straight up like Hitler. Like you can kind of like see it. Like if you like squint hard enough, you can see the mustache in like the very black shadow. Like they tried to cover him as much as possible with light, but like without like a digital effect, you can't like fully obscure the face just to be point black, just to be pure black. So you know, fucker. Anyway, so the guy comes out and he's like gives points and tips to main character onto how to excite the crowd more, how to say like, well, what you're doing is that you're not saying the right, like you're not saying the right words. You have to, hold on a second. You have to try to make yourself, and you try to speak down to them when you instead have to speak with them. You have to go, you have to not equate yourself as the one that guides the light, but the one that, not as a shepherd, but as one of the sheep of the flock, essentially. And he goes about how, well, for example, say this. They say we hate minorities. But who are the minorities? Are we not the minority? Is Slaven, Psy Nation, is not a minority opinion? Then I guess we are minorities, and we don't hate minorities, we are minorities, you know, that kind of shit. Which I think modern day right-wing groups also kind of like start to do. Like they started to be like, no, we're not hating minorities. We're actually a minority. If you look at this like statistic, technically there's more Chinese people in the world than there is white. So fuck. And so the young guy, the protagonist, takes the lesson to heart, and he goes, he incorporates all of that stuff in his speech. He goes like, we don't hate minorities, we are minorities. He almost like reprises the entire thing word for word. Fuck. Sound like. Son of a bitch. Come on. The fuck? Okay. Finally. So yeah. So then the next speech, the main character still is kind of like popular. Yeah, well, the character starts getting momentum, and then he's like subordinate is like, that's a great speech, boss. Hey, boss, you're doing great job, boss. And like they speak like one of them speaks like very thuggish, another like kind of quiet, but like one of them speaks like a mobster. Anyway, Anyway, so the protagonist, but then suddenly the owner of the venue goes, "Hey, you have not paid me rent for the venue for past couple of months. You owe me like $200," which is, by the way, number one, the fact that they got to, they're like such a small and popular group, and they like managed to rent the venue without like any money for a couple of months, and only now the guy is like where's my money? It's kind of funny. No, I think we're okay. Let's do the. There's still like a run-in challenge, so we can do that while I talk. I think it's this one. But then like the main protagonist is like the protagonist is like, we are a small growing group. We need time. And then and he's like, yeah, time is all perfect and all, but like I need fucking money. And then suddenly like they get like they receive like $200 from like anonymous backer, right? Which is presumed to be like the guy who was talking to the protagonist the entire time. And even so, like as a guy, and as the protagonist like hands over the money, he like drops it on the ground the same way cops dropped like his sash on the ground. Now he's in power, you see. He's in the position of authority, and he will do everything that was done onto him before. So yeah, as wait, do I have to drop down or no? Okay. So as our protagonist, oh, I forgot to equip the useful stuff for this front. Kind of just raw dogging it right now. Huh. Still managed. Okay. So anyway, then our protagonist walks out into the venue to see who else but our good old pal Adolf sitting in a venue, and he goes, "Very good speech. You took my pointers very well. Here's the next lesson. Now you need a martyr." And he's like, "How do I get the martyr?" And he's like, "Well, pick somebody who's loyal to the group, but not very useful, and kill the fucker." Oh, fuck. Okay, hold up. I think this one? Wait, what's this? Oh, yeah, that's the skeleton king attack, yeah. Actually, keep this one on. Go with the where is it? There it is. Yep. And we also need the. Which one was the one that doesn't allow you to get hurt while Bioflask? Do I still have it equipped or? Yeah, this is the one. This is the one I was thinking about. Okay, good. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. So yeah, the protagonist speaks to our Hitler, and he's advised to get himself a martyr, and he calls in one of his loyal subordinates, and he goes, "Well, actually, this guy, he's a snitch. He's like a rat or something. He like undermined our mission. You need to get rid of him, but the protagonist, number one, the actor for protagonist is very good, and he's really portrays like his uncertainty in it. Like he's a little bit like hamming it up whenever he's talking to the old Jewish guy. He's a little bit hamming it up with like with his like you're like a father to me. I love you, man. Oops. But in this one, he's in this specific scene, he's like really good where he says peace, man. Try to make it look like somebody who doesn't like us did it. And then he did it. Like he killed one of their trusted comrades, and then they hold a funeral where they make him a martyr. They go, "Oh, well, that's who did it. The opposition did it," which is, by the way, really similar to every time when like there is some sort of like shooting on a right-wing person. And it's like with Charlie Kirk murder and like with a Tesla explosion near Elon Musk, and when Trump got shot, like it's every single time it's the opposition did it, but it's never them. It's always like, oh, our own guys killed killed one of ours, because we're a bunch of lying fucking crooks. That's why. Even recently there was like a shooting in US over ice facility, right? One of the ice facilities got shot up, and they immediately tried to make it a false flag, where was like fucking writing in Sharpie over the over the bullet casings, like fuck, like not even fuck ice, just anti-ice. It's like, oh yeah, surely that's my favorite thing to say about ice. I'm anti-ice, but it's fucking weird. Anyway, so Fuck. Anyway, so they kill one of their own, and as like the speeches became more and more popular, the old Jewish guy at the bar overhears one of the speeches because it's literally like right across the bar, and he speaks to, I'm pretty sure, another Jewish guy, and oh, maybe not. I don't know. Like just my guess, my uneducated guess. But he talks about how this is how it all started back in Germany as well. Like unpopular people, bullied boys were speaking up about what they thought were oppressors, and then it was in Dresden, and it was in Dachau, and it was in Munich, and then they became majority, and they became the voice, and people, and they convinced people into
Warrior,
atrocities.
You have retrieved. Let us return to the.
And
Let us return.
okay. And then the barman goes, yeah, but that was then, and this is now, and this is here. This is not Germany in 1930s, and this thing cannot happen here. And the guy goes, yeah, that's what we saw at the time as well. And then he goes into concert hall and speaks to the people, and he talks about how like and he speaks to the people how he's seen this all before. He's seen this all play out. He knows how the tune goes.
The knot of the three words. Here he placed a wooden, he prayed. It made roots grow, and every inhabitant of this land bore witness. This triune tree that sprouted years after his death was every for twisted arm.
And he even like threatens the boy what he threatens the protagonist like, oh, what you gonna do, like you're gonna stop me stop me from telling everybody how you're just a little boy who was crying at my doorstep, how even now you sleep at my couch afraid. And then the protagonist strikes at the old man, and the old man kind of comes out with like a moral victory as he speaks, because he's like, look, this is what they all amount to: striking an old man. This is what it always all about. Strengths, trying to bully everybody because they're weak. Shame how it couldn't be made. Shame how this this episode could not be made today, because it would be immediately like Trump administration would be like what do you mean? What do you mean? Are you criticizing us right now? And it's like nobody even brought up Trump right now. Like it's a, but it's like you don't have to. It's funny. You don't have to even like criticize them directly. But like as soon as you touch anything near them, they immediately start to bite. It's very interesting.
The crystal is. I am ready to depart. I do not know if. With this prayer that I grant you, use it wisely. Until we meet again.
Anyway, damn, we're finishing it. We're finishing today. Maybe I'll just start Blasphemous 2 while right after, because it's like like 1 hour in. Jeez. I'm good. I'm good. Back off, you bitch. Anyway, so then our protagonist is left alone. It's a venue. Everybody left, and Hitler shows up again, and essentially, and he goes, I saw men like that one before. They're poisonous snakes. They always try to trample on our success. You know what you have to do. And he throws him like a gun. Well, it looks like a fucking Mauser actually. Anyway, and the oh wait, I need to okay. We still didn't find 2 bones. Oh. No, actually, this one's better. Bap, bap, bap. Bap. Which one did we have equipped? Right, this one for sure, I think. Let's see. Oh. Wait, what? I have no idea what the fuck that does. What the fuck does it do? Steer under torment where... What? Lore? I have no idea what that does. No. Actually, maybe we need like a speed up to dodge faster. Wait, what was this one? No. Let's go with this one, I guess. Okay, so then our protagonist shoots the old guy who was like a father to him, and the old guy does like a speech before dying, and then
In my dreams,
yeah.
I am not part. No.
And then protagonist
Now may the
comes back saying that he was chosen by Hitler. He was Hitler's chosen warrior. Fucker. Okay.
You have now you see.
And then suddenly, like, police shows up, and they're like, you're under arrest for conspiracy and killing, and like that one really confused me. Like, did he actually not kill him? Like, I almost suspected that it's gonna be like a fake out, that like the old guy did not get killed, and it's actually I don't know, maybe he was like pretend to get murdered or something. But no, the old guy presumably really get killed, and then the protagonist tried to run away, and the cop shot him. And then as he's bleeding out, he's like, "You fools! You don't know what happened. I am invincible. I'm made of steel." Because that's like what Hitler kept like saying. He's like, "Oh, you're not made of flesh. You're made of steel. You are the superhuman, Ubermensch." And then
Now may your
And then it's he's shown as like a shadow on a wall, essentially. And it says in like a post monologue that's pretty usual for fuck. Pretty usual for Black Mirror. No, not Black Mirror. Fuck. What's the name of the show again? The name of the show. Fuck. I forgot the name of the show. I know why I'm blanking out on it. But pretty usual for this show is to have like a ending monologue. And the ending monologue is essentially Hitler will kind of Hitler is still here to stay. He'll continue be around in every fearmonger's heart. He'll be around every time somebody says like every time somebody says to fear your neighbor. Every time somebody is trying to convince you that there are us and then there are them. That's where you'll find Hitler. Um, And I think I failed to mention, but Hitler is shown. So like the entire episode, Hitler is kind of shown in the darkness, in the shadow, so you cannot really like see him until after like the failed speech. One of the failed speech where the old man berates the protagonist. In a failed speech, Hitler finally shows his face to the protagonist, and going like essentially like protagonist complains how like Hitler is not doing anything. He's just here berating him while the young guy is doing all the work, and Hitler comes out and he's like I was doing speeches before you were born. I was waging wars before you were born. I was when you were in exploring your crypt, I was exploring the entire planet. And then he shows his face, and and the end guy is like, "What, Hitler?" and the honestly, like, here's the thing.
have freed his holiness from his afflicted torment, and now he walks by the old processions on the other side of the dream. The cradle of the grievous miracle, the final relic. That first relic is here, at the top of the Ashen Mountain, next to the
Oh, I want to check something. Just real quick. Yeah, we're good.
Turn throne were His Holiness, and now only you will be.
Okay, so essentially, by the end of the wait, what? Didn't I get the true ending? What? I thought I did everything right. I have like everything correct equipped. What? Wait, what? No. The fuck? This is wrong. The fuck? Wait. I did everything correct. Why do I get the false ending? Oh wait, did I have to like speak to the bitch? Is that why? Wait, so you cannot cheat? No.
And thus came the moment of final communion with the sword born of. But the plans of the miracle are capricious. Penance, there is no play. He is the new father, recipient of forever.
Oh, that's the good ending. Where is the true ending? What the fuck? Hold on a second. What did I miss?
And thus shall your name be erased.
That's not true ending. What the fuck? I freed this bitch. I did everything correct. What the fuck? Hold on a second. Maybe I need to meet her at this thing again. Maybe that's what's wrong. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I fucked something up somehow. No, it's no, yeah.
Something has changed in her. Something unfathomable that escapes my judgment.
Once again, my mask of blindness meets your silent one. Do not worry on my account. The crimson cords protect me from being wounded. It is true and sane. Your sword and you, guilt and penance in Holy Communion. Only you both can put an end to this eternal cycle, to this eternal twilight with neither beginning nor end. Penitent one, there is something greater than the Mother Church, greater than the miracle, greater than what I have protected with my life and my faith. It is that which controls the miracle. I am speaking of the Supreme Trinity, the High Wills. They can be found on the other side of the dream, on the path of the eternal processions, but only a soul in supreme suffering can obtain supreme absolution, and thus be able to reach such a place.
Okay.
Now you are marked by the four wounds. The final ascension awaits beyond the throne, beyond the dream. Perform your final penance, and make your way to the turned throne. The eternal processions await us on the other side. Now you are marked. Perform the
Okay, so that's what I was missing for the true ending. Jesus Christ, finally. Wait, can I talk to this guy again?
Something has changed.
Okay. So, the reason, by the way, I even like watched the episode is because the voice of Hitler in in the episode sounds to me very similar to Al Pacino. Like if you ever heard of Al Pacino doing like a great dialogue, like young Al Pacino, like they sound very similar, and I was like, damn, that's. So I was like, who? So I just watched the episode in order to like find who plays the, to see if like perhaps Al Pacino for some reason is playing Hitler. But no, just some other guy. Okay, so you can achieve all three endings together, I guess. You can do bad ending, you can do a good ending, and then you can do true ending right after.
In my God, I am not part, no. Now may the I
This is a very useful trick, by the way. Oh. Okay.
you have now you
Fucker. Actually, can we? No, okay. This penance, by the way, kind of beneficial for tanking damage. Because if you essentially, if you get damaged, you're invincible for like a couple of seconds. Fuck. Which means that you can tank damage as long as you have like just the right amount of heart. What up? Ah. Oh, fuck, Chris. Oh. Huh. In under an hour as well. Huh. What's up, dude?
You have freed his holiness, the cradle of the grievous miracle, the final relic. The grail of blood and gold that emanated from the forehead of the Father as he silently lamented that first relic. And now, your final only you will be it.
No, okay, it's all the same. Okay, are we achieving the true ending? Or did I miss something else? If you stab yourself one more time, I will fucking riot. Okay, thank God. Some new ending. Hello? Oh, what the fuck?
Here we are, my crimson figure and you, on this side of the dream.
Damn, we have to fight you again?
Has turned me into a sentinel of its sacred home. This is my new calling. What do you hope to find here that is not the blinding gray light that tempers our wounds, and the vast horizons that extend without end? The path of paths has ended, and with it, so too has your penance. Now let your body, like mine, be bathed in blood. This will be your final resting place, but no one here will be able to watch over you. There is no point in recoiling from the desires of the all-knowing and all-powerful Miracle.
Fuck. Ah, shit. Wait, what does falling down do?
There
Oh!
is no point in recoiling
Okay.
from the desires of the
Thank God.
all-knowing and all-powerful Miracle.
Can do prayers. But... Hey Lucci, how's it going? How are you doing? We're just about to finish Blasphemous. Going fine. Just about to finish the game. Oop.
Brings us closer.
Wait, he doesn't even have fucking health bar. Thanks. I mean, I guess I figured that out was you.
Behind me, Pencil. Take cover in my crimson bindings.
Oh, interesting. Okay. It's a two-time kind of deal. Okay. I assume you were watching because you were chatting. Yep.
What is this code that is born of my entrails? Is this the soul, the mind, the being?
Innocent one!
Ah, fuck.
There is no point in recoiling from the desires of the all-knowing and all-powerful
Yes.
Miracle.
I have an entire stream schedule on my channel. We stream Blasphemous on Friday, Saturday. We're gonna go for Blasphemous 2 in tomorrow. You're a bot. You're not even a real person. Yeah, lol. Like, if you're a real person, tell me what games you play. Sure. I'm actually from India. Did you know that?
What is this cold
Behind you.
born of my entrails? Death of the soul, the mind, the being.
Behind my sword.
Sure. I'm sure when I look at my stream summary, I'll see Australia and not any other country.
My final task is completed. I will go, and so too will all those who loved me. Now I will sink down here, in this land of clouds, in this realm of dust and glimmering lights.
If you played Blasphemous, do you know who this guy is? What is Blasphemous about? I'm not thinking you're not human. I'm thinking you're a person who's trying to offer me some sort of like service that's gonna be a scam. You're gonna tell me
Has fallen.
you're gonna tell me like, oh, by the way, I do graphic stuff for streamers. Would you like me to would you like to look at my work? And then I say no, and then you're like, you can contact me on Instagram. That's what's gonna happen. That's what I think gonna happen. I know why I'm fucking angry, but like I'm just getting like pissed off. I know why.
The final truth awaits you. The final outrage. Go forward now, through the embroidered mantles towards the light.
Penitent one, who comes into our presence.
Bringing guilt to the most sacred of places, to the most forbidden of temples.
Breaking all laws, and thus desecrating His Holiness himself.
Yeah, let's see your account right now, especially because you're on Twitch. Let's see. Let me guess. It's gonna be VT Lucy. Okay. Anime profile. We don't know much about them, but we're sure VT Lucy is great. Great account. Zero followers. Nothing about the account. No videos. Offline right now. By the way, is that fucking AI generated profile picture? Hold on a second. Sure.
We are the High Wills.
For there is no miracle that does not stem from our desire.
That is not our reflection.
The Word that was first made flesh and then sanctified.
Penitent one, does not the pale, still light of this vast horizon hurt your eyes?
Of this procession, more ancient than us, that extends out before you without end nor beginning.
Let me guess. If I go on that Twitter, it's gonna be like art stuff, right? If you follow me right now on Twitter, I'll check out your Twitter account. Come on. I know I'm getting like sassy by now. It's just. Cool. I got followed by. Anyway, I know. I just opened my Twitter and I'm like seeing that I get followed by by somebody and who else it could be?
Of grieving souls, held captive by their own condemnation and benediction. This is the path of the ancient processions, the kingdom that the miracle wove from threads of dreams.
A domain where faith would unite in one single, uninterrupted act of adoration.
That would give us light and time.
Damn, the speech is long.
That would make us eternal.
And higher reaching than the sky itself. You have come to this place to atone for your sins, to put an end to this work.
Destroying our flesh that once was word, and now is but silence.
Making us cast down our eyes, leaving the miracle bereft.
And so the last of our wills is your eternal condemnation. In life and in death, in hunger and in thirst, in sleep and in wakefulness.
Buried under layers of ash, the ash of your flesh, bones and sinew.
Execrated in visage, forgotten in name, forever and ever.
There is no penance that can exonerate this sin.
Damn, they speak long. Holy shit.
It is the price to pay for the ultimate blasphemy.
Damn, all animation? That's pretty cool actually. I do like it. Wait, so 2 attacks and they died? What do you mean fucking follow request? Yeah, whatever. Yo, the guy. Wow, those fingers be gnarly though. The fuck do you think I think? I was watching the gameplay. Yeah, and this is a teaser for Blasphemous 2. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Blasphemous 2. Yeah, this game's great. Yeah, let's see your fucking profile, you bitch ass. Nope. Nobody followed me, so I have no idea. I'm not seeing this on my end. Yep. Anyway, that's all for Blasphemous 1. I do like True Apostate. Skin selector, show patch notes, credits, background select, selector. Oh, this one. Okay. I guess I'm gonna like an hour. We're gonna do. Wait, do I have? Did I install Blasphemous 2? I don't remember. I think I did. Moment. Um. Yep. Yep. Ah, fuck. I'll need to download Blasphemous 2 again. Fuck. Okay, hold up. Blasphemous games. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna need to download Blasphemous 2. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. Actually, was there was the goodies art book digital comic? Yeah, I already read those. Okay, so I guess we're gonna be wrapping up on this note. I know, actually, what do I have? Um. Pop, 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 pop. So that's all for Blasphemous essentially, yeah. Everything's done for Blasphemous 1. We need to do Blasphemous 2. So yeah, 100% Blasphemous 1. Got him. What else was that would be there? I need to prepare Blasphemous 2. It's gonna be a quick and easy download for Blasphemous 2 for tomorrow. After tomorrow, we're gonna be doing Whole Night God Challenge. Might just do a bit of Whole Night now. No. Honestly, I was expecting for at least for it to be like 2 hours, not the not an hour 30. So So one of the things that I saw online, so there is this TV show, movie. There is this movie, right? And it's blaxploitation film. The theme song for it is like this. This is gonna be a censored version.
They call him balls, balls n***. They rode into a white man's town. Bringing black man's law. He's black. He's brutal. He's boss. Fred Williamson is boss nigga. They call him balls.
Crazy how this was like totally okay. In 1975, they were like, yeah, sure.
I just swore in your new deputy. Made myself the sheriff.
Being called a nigger in public. Now that's $20 or 2 days in jail.
It's also funny that they made it like illegal to call somebody the N-word in public. Great policy. And then there is these guys. If you're wondering if they said it like full on hard R, they did. I just graduated, can't wait to get high paying job, my digital footprint. YouTube drops a new online safety policy, and the first video I see, videos they recommended. Dude on the left has his entire stall in it, and the dude on the right playing flawless written guitar, with a look on his face. If he could read the comments, as if he could read the comments. Alive internet theory, IG Rios level, poll. The internet were so innocent back then. Back then, by the way, it's 13 years ago, which is not when it was acceptable to say this. It's such a like watching this, I was like, they will not say it. They will not say it. They said it. Like, it's so brilliant. Well, yeah, I actually do want to watch the full movie, because blaxploitation films are pretty interesting, for many reasons. I have it in my like to watch list, right next to his there's like a movie I'm thinking about. It's about a pimp going on like a revenge spree or something, and it's pretty crazy. I also love Possum Apple Front. Fucking horrible. I mean, look at this. He's just a little guy. He's enjoying himself some apples. To be fair, I think it's weird how he can like fully bite down on it, because I always expect like at any point in time he'll like bite like an entire chunk out of it, and he never does. He's eating them apples. Is he going for a second apple, or no? Oh, I'm doing. He half ate that apple.
The universe is talking to us right now.
This, by the way, craziest. Like, the Penguin makeup for the Penguin TV show was pretty crazy because it's like took a like semi-attractive actor and turned him into like what the Penguin looks like. But this one is also insane because this is Tom Cruise. Like, this is Tom Cruise. Look at this guy. The whole club looking at her. In the floor. Low, 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 low. I mean, this is a great makeup job. It's also the same movie where our Robert Downey Jr. looks like a black guy. The point where sometimes I like show people that image just for fun, and I just go like, "Hey, who do you think this is?" And it's like, and they're like, "I don't know, I never seen this guy before." And I'm like, "Who do you think this is?" And they're like, "I don't know." And I go, "That's Robert Downey Jr." They're like, "The black guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, the black guy."
Over a century. Yet Marxism lives. There must be good reasons why it has endured. Their responsibility for the misery in their lives belongs to the capitalist system. If we can just get rid of that, we can eliminate poverty, inequality, exploitation, class conflict, war, and alienation. Marxism assures us that this socialist utopia is close at hand, available to all, not in some distant future or in the next life, but here and now. All we have to do is overcome one little obstacle.
Dennis Prager.
The blame belongs to capitalism. The most common interpretation of Marx's philosophy suggests that he opposed capitalism because it creates an unjust world of inequality, exploitation, and class conflict. This is true. The more money and material possessions one acquires, the more estranged one is from his true humanity. Not only is money, that is capital, inherently corrupting, but the acquisition of it can't be done honestly or fairly. The rich got rich by exploiting the worker. Only by bringing the privileged down can the underprivileged be brought up.
Okay, here's the crazy thing. Because I dislike Karl Marx's Communist Manifesto because I feel like he was really cooking with describing why capitalism is bad. Like, I mean, many ways, I always say like, yeah, he was fucking cooking with that shit. Hell yeah. But Marx was literally like leaving out the side dish of saying how to fix it, because he would essentially say, here's the problem with capitalism, and then he said, solve it somehow, good luck. Like that. He literally never described how to solve capitalism besides the fact that workers have to unite and then achieve communism. Like, there's no actual description for, like, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, if everybody works as a group and like all the businesses are owned by collective, who decides like working hours? Collective, obviously. But how do you decide that collective gets like everybody in collective gets fair amount of work for their compensation? How do we figure out that somebody doesn't work extra while being paid the same as somebody who works less? You know, the answer is there will be inequality. There's no actual median solution to. There's no like straight up in Marx's Communist Manifesto. It says there's no solution, because if somebody is disabled, they have to be compensated fairly. If somebody is pregnant, they have to be compensated fairly, even so they might not be pulling the same work. But everybody will be working. Everybody will be working. That's so. There's no question about it. There's no world in which you're not working under Communist Manifesto, because a lot of people assume a lot of people who are not familiar assume that communism is actually nobody gonna work, and you all just fucking free hippie, you living off the land kind of types. If you're well, because a lot of people who are espousing communism are actually hippies, but like it's different kind of shit. But that's not true. In Communist Manifesto, it says that everybody works by their means as much as they can, and work is mandatory. The only thing that Communist Manifesto that changes about workflow is the fact that Marx assumes that people have to work fluidly. So one day you can be not like one day you're gonna be farming in the morning, hunting in the evening, like raising cattle, if I remember, in the afternoon, And here's the thing, I actually think he's cooking with it, but not in terms of work, because I don't think that kind of like that. I don't think he's right about it, because objectively speaking, maybe you can with like hunting, herd raising, farming, do like multiple things in the same day, but you cannot do it with like every single job, and you cannot like do like you can't like multitask the more complex society is. Like you can't be a doctor in the evening and a farmer in the morning. You have to be doctors the entire day, okay? You can be like a fucking engineer in the evening and also like go out and like fucking work on the farm in the morning. You cannot do that. You have to kind of like certain jobs are so complex. You kind of have to be that during the entire day. I personally think that he's kind of right in the sense that our society needs more fluidity in terms of its world structure, and I think that like there should be more free time, essentially more free time for people to essentially do hobbies, hunting, do hobbies, woodworking, like all of that stuff, painting, whatever else, on their off time, while also being able to do a full job, competent job in like a difficult areas like engineering and fucking well medical shit, like all of that stuff. Like nuclear engineer cannot like stop working in a nuclear plant during like the entire day, but he can have like 3 days off. He can have like 3 days off and have like people fill in during his like 3 days off. He probably can. All you have to do is just have more people hired with the same amount of compensation, because because becoming a nuclear engineer is difficult. Not because it's expensive. In my ideal world, right? Education should be free, but because it's just time consuming. It's time consuming to become nuclear engineer. It's time consuming to become a doctor. So obviously, for your time spent learning very essential for society skills, you will be compensated fairly.
In a remarkably short period of time, the philosophy of Karl Marx changed the course of history, from each according to his ability.
Yeah, like my great grandparents starving to death. That's how it changed the course of history. Anyway,
to each according to his needs. According to Marx, money and the pursuit of it ruined everything. Once a person's subsistence, one's daily bread, was distributed on the basis of need rather than greed, man's natural communal affections, long suppressed by his capitalist overlords, would be renewed. Marx anticipated that many would object, especially the owners and managers that had a large stake.
And I mean, I guess I do agree in the sense that like I think if you eliminate all the basic needs within like the pyramid of needs, right? One second. Pyramid of needs. I think what essentially he's saying in this case, if we if we eliminate the bottom rows, the physiological need and safety and security, and then the only thing that people have to fulfill is love, belonging, self-esteem, and self-actualization, people will naturally, society naturally will develop to be more better. Society will naturally develop better because you don't have to ensure your safety. You don't have to like trample over others. A lot of there is like obviously like certain amount of people who are just fucked up naturally, but there's a lot of people who are evil because they don't have their needs met. There's a lot of people who simply fall under the fact that they're needy and they're poor, and that's where a lot of crime stems for. But then there is also rich people who exploit those poor people by capitalizing on their needs, and those are the evil fuckers. Those people we need to kill.
Stake in the capitalist system. Friendly persuasion wasn't going to get the job done. No more ego, no more self-interest. Instead, everybody working for the benefit of everybody else. Peace, love, and harmony.
This one also, by the way, like just straight up from Marxist, not from Marxist theory, because he like. It is straight up from Marxist theory because essentially he said like everybody will just do this and everybody will agree and it's all just gonna work out. There's no like not gonna be any sort of like a glitch in the system. And all of that while starting his book by saying we are trying to oppose utopian society. We're not trying to propose utopian society. We're trying to propose what mathematically is rational. While this is not mathematically rational, this is not like a rational scientific method because essentially there are people who are just evil. Like there's no other way to describe it. Like Dennis Prager
wouldn't aspire to live in such a world. The powerful exploit the weak, crushing the majority's noble aspirations, your aspirations, just so they can have more. It's unfair and unjust. Needs become demands, and demands become rights. Engraved on Karl Marx's tombstone in Highgate Cemetery in North London are the following words. The philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. Marx demands that the intellectual class, the professors of law, sociology, history, women's studies, anthropology, journalism, and so on, come out of the ivory tower and join the barricades, to see themselves not as the preservers of the dusty past, but the creators of a new and glorious future. Workers of the world unite to destroy the evil.
I really fucking love the fact that it's like an edit to just make it all look like a...
That is capital.
To make them like actually talk about Marxism.
Create the good that is communism. Marxism leads a society toward a utopian vision of pure freedom in which the individual is liberated from the false consciousness of capitalism.
The old socialism, the kind Karl Marx dreamed up, was all about the working class, the sort of blue-collar worker. Meet Herbert Marcuse.
Well, not exactly, because while they would obviously benefit from it, it was also about the fact that like the middle class who have some sort of education would be the ones to lead the movement, because like that's one of the problems with the fact that communism at first spread in like poor country like Russia. So with Russia, it's the fact that you would have like fucking peasants reading Karl Marx vision, and they just would envision it like, yeah, but what if I was at the top instead? And that's the thing that's, again, points to a utopian ideal from Karl Marx's perspective, the fact that like everybody will just obey his book and do what's right instead of just becoming their own land barons.
Berlin in 1898, Marcuse fled Germany at the dawn of the Nazi era. Marcuse moved to California, where he joined the University of California at San Diego. You'd think that living in a paradise like Southern California, with all the comforts and privileges of academic life, might have softened Marcuse's Marx-like hatred of capitalism. But it was not to be. If anything, the more he prospered, the more he wanted to bring the system down. College students, they would be the recruits for what he termed the Great Refusal, the repudiation and overthrow of free market capitalism. They were looking for meaning, a form of self-fulfillment that went beyond material gratification.
There are many in the West who find it difficult, unpopular, or just plain embarrassing to defend capitalism. American socialists seek a more enlightened socialism. Recently, the chief executives of some...
Oh, not exactly, because fucking Democrats, whenever they need to accuse the right of doing something wrong, they're like, this is just like communism, because like they cannot say like capitalism did it. Like they can't say they cannot say shaking down big business for money that Trump is doing is communist is capitalist. So they go, no, it's actually communist-like. You know, you're nationalizing the business. Yeah, he's also spreading this money amongst his supporter. Obviously, yes.
Some of America's largest companies changed their self-definition. They said companies should focus on customers, workers, and communities. This is just politically correct nonsense. A company that cheats its customers, mistreats its workers, and abuses its community, it's what they have to do to survive in our capitalist system. Profits are what keep a business going and allow it to thrive. You don't need an advanced economics degree to understand this.
Democratic socialism means everyone has a seat at the table and everybody gets a slice of the pie. If a majority of people working through their elected representatives declares something to be a public entitlement, say free college or free health care, then they are justified in extracting resources from those who create wealth to pay for it. Genuine popular control over government institutions is a mirage.
Can't read my, no you can't read my poker face. Can't read my, no you can't read my poker face.
I don't know if Osama bin Laden singing Poker Face is fake or not, but I want to believe it's true.
Can't read my, no you can't read my poker face. Poker face, mama, poker face. Mama, poker face, mama, poker face.
I want to believe this.
Mama, poker face, mama, poker face. Like they're in this disgrace. Hold them, let them hit me, baby, stay with me. We should play it cause it's a pistol stuff. After he's been hooked, I'll play the one that's on his heart. I'll show him how, show him what I've got. I'll show him how, show him what I've got. Can't read my, no you can't read my poker face. Can't read my, no you can't read my poker face. Poker face, poker face. Poker face, poker face.
Morning, Halberstram. How the heck are ya? How's the dating life?
Alan has confused me with this kid Marcus Halberstram. Halberstram uses Bumble. I would never use Bumble. I'm not a beta.
So how's the crop on Bumble, Marcus? A lot of women messaging you first?
It's good.
Good. Never really heard anyone say that Bumble is good. A lot of my buddies use Bumble, but they can't seem to get a woman to message them first. Ton of matches, no first messages, but I'm assuming that's not plaguing you, is it, Marcus?
It's alright.
When you're ready for the big leagues, I got a referral for you on Raya. Yeah, there's something about women with 100,000 followers that really gets me going.
What the fuck is Raya? Like, that's shit I never heard before in my life. Holy fuck.
Sure you'll get there someday, huh?
Sounds good, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Alan, congratulations on your date last night.
Thank you, Baxter.
Heard it was a joint account? 2 UCLA grad students? You'd think they'd be smarter than you.
How'd you manage to pull that off?
Check this out.
That is a slick first profile picture. Say, why don't you bring those UCLA grad students out to the den tonight? Students drink free.
No can do. I got an 8:30 table at the bungalow. Former Miss Brazil. Perks of Hinge Premium. Change your location to anywhere around the world.
UCLA
What?
grad students,
Wait,
Miss
what?
Brazil. How's he pulling this?
I heard he's got a swipe farm in the Philippines. Unlimited matches. Is that a nude?
Very good time, not a long time. Yeah. I'm just thinking about. I don't even know.
New Tinder profile picture. What do you think?
Whoa. Would you look at that?
Took me 3 hours to get the lighting right.
Brings out the definition.
If I were a woman, I'd be dazzled.
That's an Opry Graham lip bite. Smoke Show takes one look at that and sees a fun, sensitive guy who's not afraid to show his soft side. This is him picture.
Do ladies like Aubrey Graham?
That's Drizzy Drake to you, Lewis. And of course they love him.
That's very cool, Bateman. But that's nothing. That is a prime David Hasselhoff clenched jaw. Worked on it all summer. Mastic gum. Shows a woman my strong side, she'll feel protected. She can get lippy if a bouncer asks to see her ID because she knows I'll back her up. What do you think?
Nice.
That is really nice. How do boy like you get so tasteful?
Oh my.
You're gonna get a ton of matches with that picture.
I can't believe Bryce thinks fan
Is
powers.
this really like what the experiences from a female side? Because I feel like. Shouldn't you like take like a proper selfie? Like, not in the fucking bathroom. Holy shit.
Profile picture will get more matches
Like
than
outside,
mine.
you know, in the fresh air.
But wait, you ain't seen nothing yet. You're looking at a carefully crafted upper Russian abdominal twist.
I've heard Brad Pitt use that in Fight Club.
The upper Russian abdominal twist goes back centuries and has been used by some of the greatest sex symbols of all time. Burt Reynolds, Prince, George Clooney, and now me. A woman takes one look at this picture and thinks, if I don't go out with this guy, someone else will. I better make a move quick.
Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's profile.
By the way, why did he keep the other guy's phone?
Look at the shininess of that gelled hair. The tasteful thickness of it. Jesus, look at that armband. The angle at which he holds his phone, so elegant. No wonder he pulled those UCLA grad students. Miss Brazil seems like a layup now. There's a secret in that hair, and they want to know what it is.
Patrick, are you okay? You're sweating. You didn't ask me about my profile picture. Okay, while you're still there, I went with the more is more approach. You see, the pajama pants and the threads.
Don't play games with the guy who can play them better. Okay. All of them are 28. I'm just thinking, don't play games with the guy who can play them better.
They're going to distract any woman from asking what's beneath my clothing, which is little more than baby fat. They'll be so enthralled by my outfit that they won't think about anything else. I call it Luis, my night attire.
Bingo.
Women are going to be so distracted by what's going on with my pajama threads that they won't even think about my body underneath.
So sorry, dude. That was so funny. This is like supposed to be a indie animation, but like, don't say I did not notice this. This is fucking Metro Last Light soundtrack. Son of a bitch. Who's the movie I'm pretty sure. Where is this song from? I said Metro Last Light, but like, because it sounds to me like it. Huh. why exclude now? Wait, where's the... Oh. It looks metal as hell. Carry my poker face. Poker face. Da, 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 da. What? Elegant pistol. Oh. Wait, what? So did he like grow or? Anyway, cool animation. On this note, I will be wrapping up. Try to stretch as much of time as possible. Tomorrow gonna be Blasphemous 2 gameplay. After tomorrow, Hollow Knight God Pantheon. After tomorrow, Fear 2. After that, Fear 2 again, and then Hollow Knight Silksong, and then Hollow Knight Silksong, and then Blasphemous 2 again. And on this note, thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.